Okay, they can hear us.
And I can hear you. Bodie, do you?
Yes, Phil?
Okay. All right, let's see. Okay. I got the recording started, and somebody's got their something going on in the background. Can you hear that?
Yes, I can.
Okay, it's gone now. Okay. So everybody's on. We'll go ahead and get started. Let me see how many people are on the webcast right now. Almost 2,000 people. And this call is maxed out on this line. All right. Today is the March the 16th.
Phil, excuse me. Wait.
Go ahead.
Wait 1 second. Okay, go ahead. Start now. The recording just started. I apologize.
Okay. Today is March the 16th, 2016. And this is the day before St. Patrick's Day. And what I wanted to do with this is simply make it a call that is for hopefully people that have provided intel in the past or been gurus or anything like that will come on and just say hello. If they've got anything to share it with us. If not, then that's okay. But just as a general information call, we might give some stuff out that we may hear during the course of the call, and anything that you feel is apropos, Bodie, that you and Sonny want to share would be wonderful. And hopefully we will have a lot to talk about. Now, what I don't want to do right now is anybody that has your hand up right now, if you are not a past or present intel provider or guru, please lower your hands, and then we will go on from that. I think we're going to go ahead and start with a shout out to our good friend Martha. Martha, I see you there. So I'm going to go ahead and there you go. Right here. Martha, is that you?
Yeah, it's me. Hear me?
Awesome. I can, loud and clear.
Admin,
yes.
Disclaimer.
Oh, yes. Oh, let me go back over here so I can get that out. Thank you for reminding me. Hang in there, Martha. Okay.
That's okay.
Okay. I got to get to it. All right. Okay, here's the disclaimer. It's the details included in the call-in conference calls are provided as basic information only, and while the WSOMN website hosts and call moderators and guest speakers strive to provide you with the most up-to-date information possible, we make no representations of any kind revealed or suggested about the completeness, accuracy, dependability, viability, or accessibility of the topics discovered and of off-site links provided within the WSOMN website or WSOMN calls. The information provided is done so for informational purposes only. The owners, hosts, moderators, and guests pass on information that has been collected from a multitude of sources, some verified, some not, Always conduct your own research before investing or signing up for any items, services, etc. discussed or promoted on the WSOMN website and during WSOMN calls. Under no circumstances will WSOMN in any form be accountable for your personal financial or personal decisions. Sometimes I wonder why I said WSOMN, because it's a mouthful. All right. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. And we'll go ahead and, Martha, if you would go ahead and kick us off with telling us that the RV is ready and you're heading to the bank right now.
I wish I could say that. I am dressed and ready to go.
Right.
I'm really being wishful thinking tonight, but I'm ready. I really just came to say hello and listen and say goodbye.
I appreciate that, and I think that's it's hopefully that we are on our last legs. I've been hearing some really good things from lots of good people out there, and I'm excited for the possibilities and anticipating those possibilities to come to fruition today or tomorrow or at least real soon.
I agree.
And hopefully you're hearing the same thing. I think you are.
Yes, I am, most definitely. I'm hoping it maybe we'll be lucky during our call. That would be nice.
You know what? That'd be more than nice. That'd be awesome.
Excellent.
Yes,
it would really be nice if that happened. But it's still early. It's only 9 o'clock, so let's see what happens.
That's it.
All right. Well, I'm going to sit back and listen. And like I said, I wish to thank everybody. It's been quite a ride. And a lot of work is still ahead for a lot of us. But like I said, I've enjoyed it. And I pass to, I guess, Bodie. Got something?
Bodie is on the line, so thank you.
I'm here. I mute myself, Bill. I'm sorry.
That's
yes,
okay.
I did want to take the opportunity to let everybody know what a pleasure it has been to be on the last leg of this journey with you all. I mark the last 4 months in Denarland as the best months I've spent in the last 6 years. Thank you, Bill, for bringing us all together. It has been a joy, and I'm sure I will cross paths with many of y'all, but I know I have big plans ahead of me, and I'm ready to put my sleeves up and get working.
That sounds like a good plan to me. And, for those of you that are just new to this experience, and I do call it an experience, we have been through so many intel providers, gurus, people that have given of their time and given of their knowledge, just openly and freely, and there's so much dedication to those folks, and I can't say enough about how grateful that I have been to keep us informed. And of course, some of it has been misinformation, not their intent, but information that was provided to them, while others have been, spot on, or they've been information that kept us in the game, so to speak. And I think now toward the end of this process, there have been some people that have come up front that are or have been directed to make sure that we all stay positive, informed, and ready to go. And it's really interesting if you think about it, and that the people that have come into our rooms, and basically when I say into our rooms, I mean into not only this site, but TNT, on some other calls, Jerry's call and others, Bruce's call, and they're all basically there to, I think, prepare us for what's coming and to make sure that we are ready to go, we are informed, and that we not be afraid of the process that's coming, about to come through, because they're prepared, so we need to be prepared as well. And I think we are. We've gotten so much information over the last few years that we may be, in some cases, over-prepared. I think Blondie said it the other day, and that was simply, it's an exchange. Let's exchange. Don't worry about this stuff. It's already done. They're waiting for us. They know what we need. They are prepared to help us get it. So, again, I appreciate that. Now, what I would like to do now, Bodie and Sonny, is we've got all hands down. And again, I will also say that if you are a Intel provider, past or present, we would like you to simply raise your hand and say hello, and tell us who you are or were, so we can say thank you to you for your service to our community. At the same time, as we go through this, I am going to, and Bodie hopefully will assist, and I think, Blondie is on here too. We'll go through the list, and we're going to just pick some callers and just let you share some of your experiences and just say hi to the rest of the people in here. And don't be alarmed that there are, I think, close to 3,000 people just on this call right now, because they're like you. There's no difference. Okay, I've got somebody, Bodie, you see that has raised their hand?
I do. Before we get them, Bill, may I just say one thing? I can't believe I forgot.
You absolutely can.
Thank you. Everybody, this is coming from Bodie with love. We go now. Bam. Okay, Bill, I'm done.
Now, all right, Bodie has spoken. Therefore, it will be.
Thank
you,
man.
Bodie, and I think that's excellent sentiment. And we want it to go, obviously, and let's get her done.
And I see Tom with his hand up. You ready for him, Bill?
Absolutely.
Good evening.
Tom, how are you, buddy? He muted himself out as soon as you put him in. Tom, you back up?
Yes.
Okay, we heard the good evening, and then it got muted out. So you're back in now. Go ahead.
You got me, Bill?
Yeah. Yes. There you are.
Oh, great. Maybe my throat will last. It's still a little bit hoarse. I just want to take the opportunity to say what a tremendous ride this has been. What an honor it's been to have been asked to be a part of this, to allow to be a part of it. I've tried to bring a little music into the room, also a little humor, and in so doing, sometimes the kid in me comes out a little too much, and it's fun to get carried away sometimes. But I've enjoyed it, and I hope those that have been a part of it have enjoyed it as well, and I certainly hope I haven't gone over the line too much. If I did, I apologize. It's a tremendous honor to be a mod and to try to be a good, positive traffic director. These are times that none of us really understand. It's terribly trying on all of us, and this magic carpet ride has been wild. We all wake up in new worlds every day, and it has been very tough. I couldn't have hand chosen or hand picked a better group to have tried to keep focus while we wait. It's been a tremendous honor, and I certainly look forward to co-oping with many of you on a lot of the projects that we've discussed. And I also look forward to meeting those that are planning on when we meet. And I'll leave it at that.
Well, that's excellent. And you were spot on there. There's so many people and so many good folks that we have heard. Others that have come in and, like I said, given their time. Wanted to help and have helped. So I'm very grateful for that.
There is one other thing.
Go ahead.
There is one other thing. I'll apologize. The strength of any group is this diversity. And this is a tremendously diverse group. And there's no reason why we can't do what God has chosen us to do, to help humanity. There's absolutely, we limit ourselves if there's a limit there. And our next chapter in this world is to put our energies together and make a difference. And I am so excited and looking forward to it. And yes, it's work. Trust me, it's work.
Yeah.
And,
yes,
and I'll bow out with that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming in. And let's see here. Let's go over to Tom. I'm going to go ahead and mute you now, and then I'm going to lower your hand. If you want to come in again at any time, just raise your hand up again. And it is, I believe, *2 to raise your hand. Am I correct with that, Bodie?
Yes, Bill, you are. *2.
Okay, great. So *2 to raise your hand. If you are a past provider, oh, look who's there. We got Tennessee. Hello, Tennessee.
Is this me?
But that's you.
Well, thank you. I got on late because the call was full, and I had to keep trying.
Good. And who is this?
My name is Randy Sloan.
Well, Randy, since you're in, you go ahead and talk. We're looking for past Intel or providers, but you go ahead and say what you need to say. What is your experience been over the past few months or years as a Denarian?
I've had my dinar since 2012. I've had to really. Anyway, my basic question is the latest news, is it something that we know that Iraqis are actually going to follow through with and bring this thing to a fruition?
Well, that's an interesting question, and personally, I don't think it's in the Iraqis' hands. They may be told when to do it, but I think that we're in a very good position right now, and we are simply waiting for that to happen. There are many people that have suggested that we could see it this evening and into tomorrow. So we'll just sit back and see if we do. There's been also a suggestion we could hear it any minute now. We've gotten the any minute, any day, any week, etc. for many, many weeks and years. So most of us that have been in this for quite a while, like yourself, have learned to simply sit back and not stress over it and just let it come out. And when it comes out, then we'll be ready to go to the bank, and that's what we've been waiting for. I think too many people are really, really in bad positions, and they're betting the farm on this RV. And by doing so, they're stressing themselves out even more. Just relax. And just relax. Go ahead.
May I just add one thing before I get off the line?
Sure.
I've been praying that the rate will come out at $7 on instead of the free 41 or whatever people have been saying, because I want to honor our Creator, because he's that's his favorite number, and he created the earth in 6 days and rested. So I hope he'll bring it out and take control of the situation and make it at $7 to show the whole world that he is really the one who decides what things will be. And thank you so much for your time.
You're very welcome. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it. And let's hope that the next few days will be what we have been waiting for. Going to go ahead and mute you now and put your hand down. Thanks again for coming in. Okay, once again, let me remind people that what we're waiting on is any past or present intel providers or gurus that happen to have seen that this call is going on, because I did not email any or text or PM anybody to specifically come on this call tonight. This is just for people to come in and say hello. If they want to say goodbye, that's fine. But this is not necessarily a format to go into a lot of detail about anything. This is just simply we're here. We've been here a long time. These folks have supported us, and we want to show them our appreciation. Now, I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna try to think of all the people that have been in sites I've been on that I think a lot of people here have been on in the past. For me, 10 years, and it goes back to let's see, Mr. Montana. And is it Dinar Vets? Is that Dinar Vets? I can't remember now. Yep. Okay. So then there is Steve Irwin, and he had was it People's Dinar? And then there's of course PTR, People's Talk Radio with Dan, and that's where Tony got, he was on there a lot. And of course, then there's TNT with Tony and his brother. And, oh my gosh, how many more are there? Think of all the people that have provided information for us over the years. If anybody remembers them, speak up, because there have been a ton of them. Of course, and then we have our the sites, Dinar Recaps, Dinar Guru, Dinar Detective, and many others that have been supportive of us and of other sites like ours, and put the call information out, and put information out from different sources that share their intel or their wisdom. And also, let's see. Oh, yes, and Bond Lady. I always liked her. She is strictly a news person, though. Always interesting stuff to go into her site as well. Okay, we've got one person that's just raised their hand. Let's see who that is. Okay, and who is this calling from Arizona?
Oh, hi. How about Blano?
Blano, yep. Yep. So,
I think he also.
Yeah, or if you're on speaker, could you go back to your mic, because you get a reverberation sometimes that's heard.
Oh, I'm not on speaker.
Okay, well, back away from your phone then, just your mic a little bit.
Okay. I was thinking of Blano, and I think he had someone, Hammerman. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Who can forget the Hammerman? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was entertaining. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Can you
bye.
tell us how long you've been in this?
I think it's 6 years.
Well, you're a veteran then.
Yes. I feel
Thank
like one.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, we'll go ahead and mute her and put her hand down. Now we've got someone from California. Who's this, please? California, let me unmute you.
How can you forget Okie Washington?
Of course. I didn't forget Okie. Somebody else has to mention Okie because he is such a good guy.
Yes, and I don't know if you all remember Medic, but I mean, I think he was one I started with 9 years ago.
Who is that?
Medic. From,
Medic, yep.
Yeah. I mean, he was the only one game in town back then.
Yep. There's been a lot of others on there, a lot of sites too. Frank is another one.
For sure. So, alrighty, well, I just want to put my 2 cents in there. And I appreciate y'all, and looking forward to meeting you on the other side. Okay.
You as well.
Okay.
You as
bye-bye.
well. Thank you. Okay. Now, Bodie, go ahead and pick somebody down there and just pick somebody and let's see if anybody wants to talk to us.
Okay, random.
Random pick.
Let's go with 707 in Napa, California.
$707, you there? I don't see him.
I don't either. We do have somebody with their hand up, though, Bill. Let's do
Go ahead and take
Seattle.
that. Go ahead.
Okay. Why are we reverberating?
I don't hear a reverberation here. What are you hearing?
I hear it in my phone, so okay, nobody else hears it. That's good. Okay, let's do 206 in Seattle. Go ahead, 206.
Good evening.
Yes, we can.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Your reverberation is terrible out here.
Okay, I'm going to try, Bill, I'm going to try something.
Go ahead.
Is that better?
Is it better for you, Bodie?
No, it's not. I'll drop off the line. I don't think it's my phone, but I'll try it.
No, it's not your phone. It's a system. But that's better now. I'm not hearing reverberation.
You're not hearing them now?
Not anymore, no.
Okay, good.
It's better, buddy.
Beautiful, thanks. 206, are you there, 206?
I think he dropped down.
Okay. Let's see what Sunny has to say.
Let's see if we can get her to talk.
You bet
Sunny.
you can.
Hi there, you guys.
Hi, Sonny.
So can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we hear you fine.
Okay. I just wanted to take a minute, and hopefully I won't get emotional because I hate goodbyes, but I just wanted to say a big thank you to all the transcribers that have helped us do the calls over these past months. They have been so willing to step in and help. Thanks to all the hosts. What a great team we've had. We've had some that have come and gone, and especially to Bodie. I mean, she's just like a sister, and it's just been such a fun experience. And especially to the members, because they're the ones that have really made our board so special. And it really has been just a joy. I find myself starting at 9 or 9:30 in the morning, and then the next thing I know, it's 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and I've just sat there all day long just having fun and visiting with people. And especially to you, Bill, just what a vision that you had and how this has really helped fill the gap and the need for so many people. And just wanted to say to remember that it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. and we're all beginning a new journey, and there will be dark clouds, but it's not about learning to wait for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. And I just wish all of you from the very bottom of my heart the very best that life has to offer.
Thank you very, very much.
Sonny, thank you, sister.
Hey, Sonny.
And anybody that knows me knows that I really do wear my emotions on my sleeve. I'm very passionate. I'm very, and it's hard to say goodbye. It really is. But just know that I love all of you, and this has just been a wonderful experience for me.
Well,
I'm not saying goodbye. I'm saying see ya.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hasta luego.
Hey, Sonny. I think your granddaughter is being taught how to make pretzels by my wife tonight.
Oh, very good.
Yes, they're very tasty.
Well, she's in good hands then, right?
Yes, she is. Okay, let's go down. Absolutely. All right, let's go down to.
Well, we have someone with their hand up, Phil. Why don't we go to 936?
Oh, awesome. Let's get them. There we go.
Hello.
936.
Hi.
Hello.
Yes, hello. How y'all doing?
Doing great.
Great. Edmund, I just want to thank everybody for their support, their help, and thank you for putting up the site. And, of course, you know how we all got started on Tony's site when it started years ago and spread out. But about maybe 6 months ago, I don't know if you remember, I was on one of the calls, and I brought up the subject. I was informed by an intel provider that there was an old man and old lady that had exchanged in Humboldt, Texas, and the security was so tight, it almost gave the old lady a heart attack. She was so scared. What I wanted to pass on to the people on the call tonight is, for God's sake, when you go in and see that security, don't let it blow your mind. Keep your questions in front of you and keep your mind forward. The security is there for you.
Yeah.
This old lady and old man has never, ever been around any type of military maneuvers or military exercise. It will absolutely put your mind on a different plane. So keep your head on your shoulders. Think what you want to do and go through it, because it can be a traumatic experience for somebody that's never been around that before in their life.
You got that right.
I believe, thank God, Tank brought in some of the things on the security, like where these folks exchanged. There were pallets of $100 bills stacked next to the wall. And it was in a place you'd have never dreamed an exchange would have taken place. They wouldn't tell because they had to sign an NDA. And it was around Humboldt, Texas. And anyone that knows anything around this area up here, it's about 45 miles north of Houston. The only place that they could do that and get away with it would be an airport hangar, like an intercontinental airport.
Mm-hmm.
So just just keep your head on your shoulders. If we get the 1-800 numbers and they tell you where to go to exchange, don't freak out, because it may be a place like you never would dream an exchange would take place. Since then, the folks sold their home in Kingwood and now moved up on the East Coast. But it scared them both so bad, they almost needed diapers. So just keep your mind forward, take a deep breath. Everything is going to be okay.
Excellent advice. Thank you very much. And Conroe, I've got a brother in Willis. I went to Sam Houston. I graduated from high school in Bryan, so I know the area.
Well, great. Yeah, I got about 18 acres out here in Montgomery, and it's
Oh,
not
do
big
you
enough.
really? Now that's what
Oh,
I'm talking
yeah.
about.
Absolutely. And,
God's country out there.
oh, it is. You can't see the house from the road. I save a gallon of water when I flush on the toilet because go out on the back porch and do the business, you know. Nobody can see the house at the road. And we're on four-wheelers all the time, huh?
You're a real Texan then.
Oh, I hope so. They say there's a couple of requirements to be a Texan, but I won't get into those right now.
Probably not a good thing to do on the call. You're right.
Do you ever get back down to Willis?
I will be, hopefully soon. I've got some stuff to deal with down there, so yeah, possibility.
Well, this is my number, and hang on to my number, and if you come down, give me a call.
Okay.
I certainly plan to shut my law office down after this is over and retire.
Yeah, that's a wise idea.
Oh, absolutely. Let some of these young people come up and take over. Absolutely. It's just...
I give you permission to call in sick tomorrow.
Well, you know what? I tried to do that one day, and I called my boss, and I asked him for a day off. I made a mistake. I did it while I was shaving, and he almost cut my throat. My boss is the worst guy you ever see in your life.
Oh.
I'm worse on me. The secretaries are spoiled. You need a pedicure? Okay, go get a pedicure. Oh, you need a manicure too? Okay, go ahead. I just can't say no to that, but I say no to me taking a day off.
Yeah, well,
there's something wrong with that scenario.
There is something wrong with it, but that's being in business for yourself. That's what does it.
It does. But
Well,
listen, I surely want to truly thank everyone, and God bless everybody. And I certainly hope that we do change part of this world when this is over, because
we're
that's
going
what
to.
it's all about.
You know what?
We're a force to reckon with. We're going to do so much good.
I'll tell you this: on the jury trials that I do, I've got Bill, you're going to laugh at this, and if you may have heard about it. Years ago, when Samsonite Luggage Company was in business, when they were not merged with American Tourister, everybody that was hired on, the owner gave them a little round ball with a gold band around it in a little box with instructions on it. You keep it in your pocket. If you know somebody that's got one, you pull yours out. If they can't pull theirs out, they got to pay you $1. But what was really great, and I wish they made them today because I'd like to get everybody on this call one of them if they did. On that gold band was written the golden rule. I pulled that out of my pocket in jury arguments many, many, many times. And I think that's one of the things that helped me win the damn trial. But you do unto others as you'd have them do unto you.
Exactly.
Just treat people the way you want to be treated.
Excellent advice. Words of wisdom.
I sure do thank y'all again, and I appreciate it. And that was the only bit of big hard intel I got about 6 or 8 months ago, and certainly it's panned out, I guess, to be true because other people have gone through that also. But I just do not want folks to be afraid when they come up and see all the security, all of the guns that are out there. Of course, in Texas, I sleep with my gun. You know, a lot of other people do too.
Mm-hmm.
We don't go anywhere without it.
It in your American Express card.
You're absolutely correct. And the crime rate's low here too.
Hey, we're crazy in Florida too.
Absolutely. If my house catches on fire, please don't let the fire department come near it. There's about 8 houses around here. That way you don't want the fire department to come around.
Hey, thanks for coming.
We do have a lot of good time. And incidentally, for those of you that are, one last thing, Bill, please.
Yes,
for those
sir.
of you that are looking to help an organization that, honest to God, really needs help, it's a 5013C. Go on the computer and pull up TexasEquisearch.org. Equisearch is 2 U's, EQUUSEARCH.
outreach. I'm one of the 9 search coordinators there. We're going out hunting for that little girl that's been missing. Her dad was murdered, and we think she's murdered too. So we're going to be doing that starting tomorrow and Friday. But if the RV comes, they're going to have to do without me for a few minutes. But that's what we do. We've done the Natalie Holloway, Casey Anthony, a lot of the searches. But this organization absolutely needs all of the help it can get. I'm buying a drone once this RV happens. We need another drone. So
make sure you put that info in the board.
Bill, I'm computer illiterate, and I think Blondie knows that. If somebody could put that on the board, I sure would appreciate it. I can get on the computer. I can do your divorce. I can do your will. I can do whatever you want, but I don't do Facebook. I don't know how to type anything on the board. And I can get on chat and type. Now, that tells you my age a little bit. But
well, I'll tell you what, we'll give you a call then, all right? Make sure I got it right.
Okay, I sure would appreciate it. And once again, God bless to everyone. And it has been one heck of a ride.
It has been. Thank you very much, and God bless Texas.
God bless Texas, absolutely, and thank you all too. Blondie,
take care now.
I told you on the other call, I'm the only one that told you, you're an angel. Now do you know who I am?
I know who you are.
And if you need to get a hold of me, just call GS.
Got it.
GS13. She knows how to get a hold of me.
Thank you, dear.
Okay. Well, thank you, honey, and take care.
Take care now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, we've got King in Tennessee caller again. Is that the same one? We'll find out.
No, new one.
Okay.
For Wolfie the other night, but my wife was asking, have y'all stopped the chat?
Yeah, it's closed during the during this call. We'll turn it back on after that. It's just to give them people that are transcribing the call, so they not have to look at the board and transcribe at the same time. It's too much trouble. It's a real hassle. So.
Okay. Well, I'll just tell you real quick. I really appreciate you guys filling the gap, Bill and Blondie and Bodie and all the guest hosts, the ICO, and everybody who's helped, because we were really lost, over the past few months when, Tony's call just kind of went to people asking in their heart of hearts, is this really going to happen? And do we need to start a tweet? That we were tired of that stuff, and we really appreciate each and every one of y'all taking your time and effort to start this call. And this Tennessee moonshine on y'all's boards, and we really appreciate you and love you.
Hey, we appreciate you calling in and saying those kind words, and let's hang in there tonight in the next few days. Let's see what happens. Hopefully, everything that's being presented and told to us will be happening, and I don't have any doubt that it is.
Oh, yeah, we don't either.
We just don't know the exact timeline. We have been told some information. We'll see how it shakes out in the next day or so. And let's, as far as I'm concerned, and Bodie is concerned, and the other folks here, it could happen any minute, any second. It could, we are at. Go ahead.
I'll just share a little bit of information. The reason I know this is going to happen is there was a time when I was a little younger, I used to travel and I wanted to help in other countries. I wanted to help like ministries and less privileged people in the world. And I actually did get a chance to go to Romania and a couple other countries in Eastern Europe. And so I came back with, some money and currency, and I like collecting currency. And I noticed just a few years ago that it did the currency exchange in a couple of those countries that I went to, and it revalued at a higher price. So I've seen it happen. So when I heard about this, I knew it was real. So I don't have any doubt that we're just waiting for the timing.
I hear you, and appreciate you letting us in on that information, because it's everything like that helps. We all need support.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys, and y'all have a good evening. Appreciate you, Bill.
Thank you.
You do the
Thank
same.
you. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Now let's find somebody here. Let's see if we can get somebody from Norfolk, Virginia. Norfolk, Virginia. If you would be willing to come on and share your thoughts with us. Where'd you go? Norfolk, Virginia. Here we go. All right, Norfolk. Here you go.
Hello.
Hey there.
Yes.
How are you? Go ahead.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing just fine. I just wanted to know, I got on the call late, and I apologize. I mean, I enjoy your call. I enjoy everything that y'all do. I mean, it's been a blessing to us, to everybody that's sitting around and trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. But what is the time frame as of today or right now? I apologize. I missed the first
No,
call.
you're fine. The time frame is right now.
Really? Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
It could happen any time.
Come on, Bill. Say it. Say it, Bill. We go now.
We go now. Okay.
Yes, Dan.
Bodie's our cheerleader, and we're going to let her lead the cheer.
I wanted to hear Bill say it.
Yeah, that sounds great. I want to join it. I want to join the cheer.
Well, we want you to. There's some really good people that have been instrumental in watching over us on this site. And I don't mean they're part of this site. They've been watching over us. And I got to publicly thank them, because I didn't know it, but we really appreciate it. Some of the members that are in our chat room and on the forum are there to help us and to help you, and we appreciate them. It's just been a really wonderful tour. Sometimes we get things and we have problems, and sometimes we don't. But I'm feeling so good tonight. I'm going to give a shout out to Kenny. Hi, Kenny. How you doing, buddy? And,
love you, Kenny.
And hope for the best for him as well and his group. So I'm just I'm anticipating something happening, and that's, I want to make sure, just because I say that, I'm not suggesting to anybody that you run out and buy more currency. That is foolish. Be happy with what you got.
Yes. No need to be greedy. You're right. Yes, exactly right.
That's exactly right. And I think
we all are blessed. We all are blessed, and I believe what we have, we all need to pay for it and understand that it's a truly blessing for us all. And once again, I thank you for the opportunity coming on the call, and I'm going to go ahead and hang up. And I thank you all.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, let's go to...
we have Hawaii.
We've got Hawaii. Let's go to Hawaii. And unmute Hawaii. All right, so Hawaii, you're on.
Yes, this is Outrigger on the boards.
Hey there,
and I wanted to add some names, 3 of which I know that has passed that was tremendously helpful. Studley, Nighthawk, Sednet, and I've been in since 2009, and I remember Johnny Wig, LoJack, Sooner Fan, Bella Grits, Blue Wolf, Foot Forward, Cap 1, Bulldog, General 64,
Papa Jack and Poppy 3. All have been around for a long time, and some have come and gone, but have been tremendously helpful in keeping us sane and focused on what God wants us to do.
Yes.
Absolutely. You know what?
Absolutely.
That's quite a list of names that you just read off there, and as you say, some of them have passed and they're not on this plane of existence anymore. But we really appreciate all of those good people that have helped us. And I hope that even if they're not on this call tonight, that they get a chance to listen to it and they hear the love and the sincere appreciation that we have for them. Some of them have been slapped around a little bit by people, and that's just part of this process. And they've stuck to it, and they continue to stick with it. So, yes, the people that you have mentioned, we very much appreciate them.
Okay, we appreciate this call as well and the work you guys have done. But, you know, other people carrying the weight has made it possible for some of us to keep focused and positive and here at the end. So, thanks again for the call.
Well, you're welcome. And I just want you guys to know on the call, you in Florida, and in Hawaii and elsewhere, when we go into the banks, I want you to know that they are not the enemy. They are a business, and they are there to protect themselves, but also they are there to protect us. You heard the discussion a little earlier about the security that will be around or possibly be around. They're doing that for us as well as for them. So know that these are good people, and I think that we just need to understand that they've had to deal with the problems they've had to deal with as well. So let's just go ahead and give them a big thanks when you get in to see them. If you talk to your banker, hey, say thanks, man. We really appreciate you helping us through this. And we are wanting now to go through the exchange, be comfortable in doing it and setting up our programs if we haven't set them up already, and help those that did not get involved for one reason or another. Because if we are fortunate enough and blessed enough to become wealthy or very wealthy or even very, very wealthy, it's our responsibility to pay it forward. And that's my public announcement. Yeah. So anyway, let's see who else we've got here. What's that?
That was awesome.
I think I've heard you say it too.
That was very good. It's the truth, and we have to remember that the person that we are now, whether we're poor, making it, maybe even a little bit above, we're going to be the same person. Money's not going to change us. As far as if we're classy now, we will remain classy.
Outstanding. I got North Virginia. There. Okay.
Hello.
North Virginia. Let me mute him out. Okay, let's go to this next one here. All right. In Texas, we've got you up 940.
Hello, Bill. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Just fine. Just wanted to thank all you guys for all your work you've done. And I wanted to kind of give a plug for Yosef tonight. I noticed in the chat room that there were some people calling him a plant and a false prophet. And the scripture says that our souls will bear witness with those who are Christian. And I want everybody to stop and think of all the difference that his message brought us, and how many different people are going to have a totally different exchange because of the information he brought to us. it's gonna make a tremendous difference.
That's very well said.
Thank you.
And the billionaires woodshed was a godsend. I think if it just changed a few people's minds on what they're going to do after this is over with, and what they're going to do with the money, it was worth it for him to take all the punishment that he's taken just for stepping up and giving us the message that he gave us.
Yep.
Anyway, that's all I've got to say. Thank you, guys.
You.
And you
Thank
said
you
it
for
well.
sharing that.
Thank you. Now, remember what I said a little earlier on, that there are people that have been sent to help guide us, and they will do their job, and then they will move on. So before you start slamming people for what they have to say or how they said it, just remember that there may be a purpose for them being here. Always remember that. All right, let's check somebody else out here. How about Heber City, Utah? Heber City, Utah. Hello, Heber City. You're just east of me. How you doing tonight? Heber City, 435. You hear me? Give them a second to catch up. Okay. Bodie, you see anybody, any particular area you would like to talk to tonight?
Let's take a look. Let's go down a little bit.
Yeah.
There was a special caller from Austin, Texas, but I don't see them anymore.
Okay, I see one. Was it a 512?
Yes, with the special name.
U.S. Something?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Let's see if they would like to talk to us. I see them on quite a bit.
Okay, let's find out. Hello there, 512. How are you tonight?
512?
512. From Austin?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear us?
They might have themselves muted.
Okay. If 512, if you hear us and you would like to say hello, which we would love to hear from you, just do *2 and raise your hand and just leave it up and we'll go back to you. Okay? Now, I see somebody that I want to say hi to. Okay, here we go. Is this my friend, Mr. Cobb? Everybody's quiet tonight.
Are we having a problem we're not aware of? Try and see if Blondie or Sunny or somebody could come in. Make sure we're not having a problem.
Blondie, are you
I
there?
can hear you guys.
Okay,
I can hear you guys fine.
Super. Well, we've got a bunch of people now that have come up there. So let's go see. Thanks, Blondie.
Thanks, Blondie.
You're welcome.
Oh, my gosh. I got to do this one. Anybody. Okay, and here we go. Texas, you've got your hand raised. You've got to come in here. Texas? And not just...
936?
Yeah, that's it. Not just
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good evening.
Evening. This is the first time I've ever been on you guys' call. I would like to say thank you, like everyone else, for all the information and all the words of encouragement that you guys have sent our way.
Oh, you're quite welcome. And
you're welcome.
I've been in this. This is my third year. And I've just, it's just been, when my sister-in-law got me into this, she was telling me about it. It was scriptural and that it was coming to pass. And I've since lost my sister-in-law.
Oh,
but
sorry.
That's all. That's, we will do what we need to do in her glory because we know she's up there watching us.
Yep.
Yes.
But I've got to say something. When I heard this morning on one of the teachings on TV, I'd give his name, but that may not be appropriate. But anyhow, he was talking about Joseph and David, how Joseph, even though after he got wealth and got a high position, he still stayed and had faith in God and trusted God and still depended on God. And even after he got all the wealth that he needed and all, the position that he needed. And David didn't. After he got all his wealth, he didn't. It's like he forgot about God. He didn't need him. And, when we need God, it's when we're sick or we need to pay our bills or these things that entail money. And we've got to remember not to forget God when we get this money. We have got to, like Bodie and Blondie and all them, we've got to pay it forward. We cannot forget about where this has come from.
Exactly.
God wants to be in our life 24/7. He wants to help us get that parking space as well as help us heal.
That's right. And that's right. And it seems like so many of us, if we're not in need of something,
That's why they say live a life of gratitude. If you live a life of gratitude,
yes.
the more you're grateful for what you have, the more the universe, God, will give you to be grateful for.
That's right. And it just, people have got to remember this. They cannot, I hope that, I don't plan on it. I don't plan on my family doing it. I just hope people keep that in mind. That they're very thankful and very grateful for what God has sent our way and get on the ball and get some of this stuff fixed that's gone wrong.
Thank you so much. Basically, it boils down to remain humble.
That's it. Big old bank account, you still be humble because
that's exactly right.
That's it.
Be like
well,
Sam
you guys,
Walton. He was a humble man. Be like
that's
Sam
right.
Walton. He was a humble man.
That's right. And even though he's not with us anymore, look what he has. I mean, there's Walmarts all over the place.
Yep.
You know.
Well, thank you for coming in, and
thank you.
And I want to tell you that I've actually been to North Solch.
Oh, have you, sir?
Oh, absolutely.
One little stoplight. We've been here about 25 years. My husband
you got a stoplight now?
Yeah, we got a blink. Well, no, a blinking light. I'm sorry,
a
blinking
light.
Better.
You're trying to upgrade
the
town now.
No.
All right. Well,
God bless all of y'all, and y'all earn kudos from everybody that listens to you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much. God bless y'all. Bye-bye.
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 Bodie, you want to pick somebody else here?
Sure. We're going to go a little out of order. Let's do, oh, this is a surprise. You'll recognize this one. 817. 817, Glendale. 817.
Hey, Scott's muted. There we go. Go ahead.
There you go. Why does he keep getting muted?
Unless she's muting herself, trying to come in. There we go. Nope, out again.
Go ahead, unmute yourself, 817. You know how to do it. There he is. Go ahead, Jerry. Oh, he keeps muting himself. It's Jerry.
Yeah, tell him come on in. Jerry, come in.
Come on, Jerry, you're unmuted.
Am I unmuted now?
There
yes,
you go.
Are.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Hello.
Just sitting out here enjoying a blue moon.
Oh, what a shock.
I truly believe that this is it. We're there.
We're there.
I agree.
We go now.
Hey, Jerry, I just wanted to thank you for all your service to us And to your new callers on the Winging It call, they're loving it, and we appreciate you.
That's the girl?
Yes, we
That
do.
me?
What's that?
Oh, Black Eyed Pea, wait a minute. Okay. Go ahead, Jer.
Oh, I thought somebody else was saying something. I was waiting.
I muted them. They just came on.
Oh. No, and I appreciate everything, and life is rolling along real good, but I think, where's that echo coming from?
We can't get rid of it tonight.
I don't know why.
That may be.
Yeah, that's Black Eyed Pea.
Yeah, okay, we'll put him on in a minute. Black Eyed
Now,
Pea, hang in there, buddy.
Hey there, can you all hear me?
We can hear you.
Man, I'm beyond excited. Got a text earlier.
He's beyond excited, and he muted himself again.
Let's see it if it echoes. It's still echoing. Black.
Can you hear me?
Hey, Black Eyed Pea, are you on a speaker? I think he's coming in on a speakerphone because that's what it sounds like.
You want me to? Hey,
Jerry, you should be good.
He keeps muting himself.
Jerry, I muted him because I think he's got that background that Jerry's hearing.
Okay,
so I muted Black Eyed Pea.
Speak up for a minute, Black Eyed Pea. I want to see if Jerry's still getting that.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are we good now?
Better?
Yes, much better.
Okay, great. Yeah, I got a text a bit earlier this evening, and I mean it absolutely. Jerry, I know you were talking this afternoon about apologizing about the pins, but I think I needed mine. So don't apologize on my behalf. But it's man, this thing is closer than it's ever been, and we have said this for months and now years, but it's phenomenal, and I think really everybody that stuck it out and stuck around, you are really blessed, and you are really going to have to keep your hat on, because a text I got a couple hours ago was absolutely phenomenal, and it's almost unbelievable. So I wish everybody great success. I made a post earlier about if anybody had seen Ocean's 11 and how at the end of Ocean's 11, all the cast members were around this big fountain, and one by one, they left and went their own way. Certainly, we are there. We are at that time, and I think if you can decode what I just said, you should. But I appreciate everybody here and those that have stuck it out, and the intel providers that have given us info when sometimes it was even dangerous to do that. But we're here. God has blessed us for such a time as this, and we are ready. If you don't mind, Bill, I had put something out earlier about 12 o'clock midnight prayer Eastern Standard Time. We are going to push this thing out in the spirit. We're going to command that it go unhindered as it is going now, and that everybody will have safe passageway. So if that's okay, we just want everybody at 12 midnight Eastern Standard Time to just say a prayer and declare that this thing is done by the blood of Christ. It will come unhindered, unchecked in any way, and that we would all be blessed in this opportunity.
Black Eyed Pea, you have my permission.
Thank you, good sir.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming in.
All right.
And stay in the background in case anybody has anything. Jerry,
good.
do the same. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. All right. Did you hear what Black Eyed Pea said?
Oh, yeah, and I've been hearing that for a little while now, and I concur with everything he says. I've heard some very interesting things. If you got Zim, I'd say put on an extra pair of Depends.
We're hearing
You've heard what Yosef had to say.
Yep.
If you think you can handle it, ask for it.
Yep.
And you've seen the prices on, what is it, Dinar Chronicles? Yeah, those are some pretty good prices.
You know, I think we can handle that.
So I'll sit in the background, and thanks for letting me come on.
All right, my pleasure. Hello? Oh, yeah. Hello. Okay.
Okay, let's see. We're going to go to New Mexico, 505, please.
Hey, Bodie.
50. Yes?
Bodie, real quick,
Yes?
I'm going to run over and get my wife, pick her up, and come back. So handle it while I'm gone, if you would, which I know you can.
Yes, sir. And I got my Wing It girls with me.
Excellent.
My Wing girls.
Excellent. All right.
Okay, New Mexico, come on. Las Vegas, 505.
Can you hear me there?
Yes. Hello there.
Yes, I'd like to thank everybody involved. It's really made a huge difference in the whole process. Been in it for about 3 years now, and it's been a total education for me.
Wonderful.
I don't believe
getting
there's.
Excited?
Pardon me?
Are you getting excited?
Yes, very. I've heard it so many times. We're going here, we're going not. So, but now I can feel the energy that I really do believe we're there. Here in New Mexico, it doesn't feel like there's too many people that have gotten involved in it. I've told a whole lot of people, and maybe a quarter of them have actually bought dinar or dong or zim, but the ones that did get involved are going to be pleasantly surprised very soon.
I think we all are.
But I just wanted to say thank you to everybody involved, and I really appreciate it, and I look forward to spreading the wealth and paying it forward.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for being a part of the journey with all of us.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You do the same. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Blondie, why don't you pick somebody?
I'm going to pick my neighbor, 303. I don't really know who it is, but 303, come on in.
This is S.A. Bickford on the board. Is that me?
Hey,
that would be you.
Yes. Hello.
Hi, ladies. How are you doing tonight?
Awesome.
Glad to hear it. I just wanted to call and say thank you for putting up with all the stuff that you guys do on the board. You guys basically keep us grounded, and I appreciate that.
And we appreciate you. It's all the humor you bring. You have done more than you could probably imagine for everybody.
Oh, I got a great imagination. I figure I know what I'm doing. just sort of a little warped and a little off color at times, but I know exactly what I'm doing because I don't want to see the arguments on the board. And I figure if I can keep people laughing, then don't have it. I knew
Oh my God! You're that Bickford?
Yes.
Yeah, the Bickford.
The joke man?
I've been called a lot worse.
Oh my gosh! Okay, I had no idea. I just like, where do you ever come up with all that stuff? It's incredible.
20 years of emails and one-liners out of them.
Wow. Okay, now it went ding, ding, ding in Blondie's blonde head. Okay, that's wonderful.
Now you got to give us a good joke. Got to give Blondie a good joke.
Got to give her a good joke. One that's you heard about the farmer who had the lake at the bottom end of his fields, and he heard a whole big commotion down there one night. So he picked up a bucket and walked on down there, and there was a college sorority that was having a skinny dipping party in the pond. And he went down there and said, "What are you guys doing here?" He said, "We're skinny dipping." He says, "Well, you can't be doing that in my pond." And they said, "Well, we're not going to get out while you're standing there." He says, "What, you thought I was coming down here to see you guys?" They said, "Yeah." He says, "No, I was just coming down here to feed the alligator."
I did like the marijuana one about calling the cattle's back. Calling the cattle back. Yeah, that was good. That was a good one.
But,
okay, I missed that one. So can we please have a repeat?
Hold on, I'll get the exact wording for you. How's that sound? Oh, why did the cows return to the marijuana field?
Why?
It was the pot calling the cattle back.
There you go. That was it. That was it. And for all those that don't know out there, that's because Colorado, it's legal for marijuana here. So that's sort of an inside joke.
Yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to say thank you to you ladies for everything that you've done and put up with. And if I have insulted anybody out there on the board at any time or another, I apologize up front. It was never meant to insult. It was always meant to keep people laughing.
And you're in great company. You're in great company.
Oh, I appreciate that. So I'm going to sign off now. I'll let you guys go ahead and go on and do what you're doing.
Sabik, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you.
Not a problem. You take care.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Blondie, you're doing good. You're on a roll, baby. Keep it up.
Okay, let's go to, I think this is one we haven't seen. Oklahoma, 580. You're up.
Yeah, this is Brett.
Yes,
Hi, Brett.
I can see that.
Hey, so are we, it sounds like we're really having a celebration call. Are we that close?
Yes.
Way, way, way close, huh?
From everything
that's what
I've
I'm hearing.
seen and heard.
That's what I'm hearing. I've been listening to old Bruce and everybody for the last 3 days, and TNT, Ray Wren, and it just sounds like we are so close. And I mean, they're talking. I got an email from a guy earlier from my brother that he got from a guy, and it said the Zim was at. He said the Zim was at 16, and then the one other is at 30, and one's at 35. That had to. He said, well, we know they're extremely high. They had to have left a 0 or a 1 off. Is that? I mean.
Do you want $116 for the Zim?
Either $1.60 or $16.
No, $16.
Because 16 cents is not extremely high for the Zim.
No, $16 is correct.
Oh my gosh, per what?
Per Zim.
$16 per dollar.
That's the current rumor tell. I'm not saying that's for sure, but
Oh my gosh. Well, that's.
I don't mean to rain on anyone's parade.
No, that's fine. That's
I
what
did hear from what I thought to be a very credible source that that's just simply impossible. That there's no way they can pay those kind of rates.
So
there's no way they can pay those kind of rates. But not that they're not going to be great, from where we've been talking, but just that's just what I got from what I thought a good source.
Sure.
I kind of tend to go with you, Blondie. We don't know. I mean, until we get there, we have no clue, and I think that the sum total of what we have is going to play a part in it, as well as the way we carry ourselves. And I don't know, I'm a firm believer we're all going to end up with what we're meant to end up with.
Sure, you bet. But that's what we got earlier from a source that's probably not even close to you guys. I mean, we're talking over here in Oklahoma, in Tulsa. So,
well, we know what you all have in Oklahoma, sweetheart.
Oh, I know that. But this,
we know what
I'm
you
just
have
saying,
over there.
Right. But it wasn't who you think. It was someone else. But I mean, it's just like, wow, amazing. So we're expecting to hear it in just no time.
I meant that, Brett, as we know how connected you guys are in Oklahoma.
Oh, I know that.
We know you guys know what's going on.
Sure. I didn't take it.
We know your sources.
Sure. Yeah, right.
Kind of, sort of.
Exactly. But anyway, appreciate it.
We appreciate you.
Okay.
Thank you, Brett.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye.
Okay, now we're going to go to 904 in Jacksonville, Florida.
Hello, is that me?
That's you.
Excellent. Good evening, everyone. Good to
Good
hear
evening.
everybody on the. I want to thank you all for the WSOMN introduction in late 15 and the Wing It call. It has been a great last 4 months. I've seen many of your names on TNT site and through Dinar Recap, so it's always been a pleasure. Wanted to add
Did
a few
you
more.
see mine on Saturday Night Live?
Who's this? If it's Blondie, probably.
I got an offer from Blondie. Yeah.
No, they're talking about the
Saturday Night
singer
Live. That's
Blondie.
hilarious. I know.
It's the singer
No,
Blondie.
I'm just joking. Go ahead.
I just made that up. But I wanted to thank other intel providers. Grew up on Frank Villa of KTF Always and Delta, Eagle One, his I-Team, Ghost, and everybody can recall Walking Stick and all those articles that somehow he found that were always pertinent to Iraq and the IMF and our situation. So I can only imagine the time and dedication Walking Stick. I wonder how he ever slept, to be quite honest.
Yeah, what happened to him? What did
Walking
he just?
Stick?
Yeah.
He's there. It's just, I think from what people have said, the sources are drying up. They're going dark. But trust me, Walking Stick, the minute you say that, there'll be 15 articles tomorrow, all bolded and underlined what we need to really get as a take-home message. But I can't forget 30 Million, who had a brief run. I remember Firefly on a couple other sites. Batman.
Still around?
Oh, I know. Firefly was a trip, but I can recall the stories of a guy on 30 Million's call named Jim, who was from the D.C., Baltimore area, who talked about world wars, currencies, economics, and knowing families that built the United States. And I don't know if anybody's heard from Jim in a while. I don't know what other name he used, but captivating stories, such as a Philip from Puerto Rico who's been on Wing It. But, many of us got to remember this, that how many nights have we stayed up, if possible, till 2, 3, 4 in the morning listening to every bit of intel? Correct?
And that's so right. I'm just going to put my 2 cents in here.
Sure.
Just think of what we would, how you kick yourself the next day. Why did I stay up? Why did I stay up? But we're so now far ahead of the curve that even for the last 3 or 4 years, I've been sort of addicted to this. What thing could I have missed? That's important. That, you know what I'm saying?
Sleep.
Just by missing one call, sort of.
As
Other
they
than,
say,
what did you say, Bodie? Like a bunch
Sleep.
of sleep?
You missed sleep.
Yeah, you kind of nailed that one on the head.
As they say, as soon as you take your eye off the ball, something happens, and then you say, what did I just miss?
Yeah.
Well, I have good friends. Thank God I have good friends. I'm on the East Coast, and I have a lot, like Miss Blondie, on the West. So I know I'm covered. I could get a little bit of sleep these days.
I'm 100
We're
miles.
doing our best.
I'm 100 miles from, I believe, Martha on the Space Coast. Where are you, buddy, on the East Coast?
I'm Southwest Florida.
We might have to get some type of a beach party together for an introduction. If
Sorry about that ringing, guys.
That's okay. But
you're up in Jacksonville, okay.
Yep, I'm Ian Moon on the board, but I have not done any posts. I've just listened to about every. I figured it out the other day. 20 conference calls a week is what I'm listening to.
Holy mackerel.
Well, it's okay. It's worth every drop of water in this ocean, if you will, because I understand where it came from and where we're at. And
yes,
it's just But I wanted to say something to Martha. I know she's big into numerology and the Chinese. Well, today's the 16th. That's 2 8s. I know 8 is China's favorite number, I believe. We're in the year 2016. That's 2 more 8s. So we're talking crazy 8s, but today is the 16th in 16. So now we have 8 8s technically for today. So if they were looking for their 8s, today's a great day to get them.
Well, that would be wonderful.
And lastly, as you all know, this Wednesday, January 27th, was when Yosef graced us on a conference call out of the blue. The door opened, the bright light shined. We wondered who it was. We got that cool feeling. We breathed it in, and he said, "Hello, everyone, I'm Yosef." And you still have that January 27th call. I believe it's reference number 18 in your history. It's worth listening to. But he has just given so much as eliminating panic and fear and instilling preparation, spirituality. It's the calming effect. It's what we needed at this point instead of date and rate and then what do I have after the exchange. It makes perfect sense to me, his introduction and his approach to us exchanging, and then the ultimate expectations of how do we restore humanity, how do we assist those in need. And I was hoping he was going to be on the call tonight, but I know he was on your call yesterday. But 8:08, it's still early for you, Yosef. We love to hear you, and you're welcome on every call you've been on. I want to thank you, and millions probably want to thank you for your insight and for your spirituality.
And his call was trying to save Blondie's soul. So there you have it, and he did maybe a good job, I think.
Remember what he said, I think in the last couple of days, his job was to save many of souls.
Yeah.
It's Reverend Blondie now. It's Reverend Blondie.
You might have heard that. Well, Black Eyed Pea, you're over in St. Pete, correct?
Oh, yeah.
You see that? We got the Florida connection going on. We just have to meet up and meet in secret. We know something, but we cannot tell.
Sounds good.
All right. Are you good there?
Yes. Thank you so much for your time. Have a wonderful night.
Oh, thank you. Pete, did you have something to say?
Yeah. Let me just say this, Blondie and Bodie and Command. You all remember what Yosef said about this is not the bank's money. When you all go in, ask for what you want. Ask for what you think you can handle. This is not the bank giving you permission. This is not the bank saying, here's what you can have. You go in there and ask for what you want. There are people that have paid for this. You've paid for it to a great degree, your emotions. Some people have been on this call 3 times a week. Every week, your family has called you crazy. You've lost some things. I know many people lost all kind of things, lost homes, lost cars, sometimes even lost respect. But you made it, and now you're here. So you walk in that bank with your head held high, with your shoulders squared, talk with a great voice, because God has blessed you. You're 1% now, and God has blessed you to bless others. Don't consume it all on yourself. God has put you in a position as a Joseph to help family, to help friends. Bless God with what you're going to get. And that's all I have to say. That's the greatest intel we have.
Thanks, Pete. Okay, let's go to 405 in Oklahoma. 405.
You talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
Okay. I want to go back to one of the callers earlier tonight. He had he come in and he talked, and he's in the Willis area. Did anyone catch that? He give a website or how to get in touch with him. I lost a daughter. She was murdered in the Conroe area. He's in that area, and I would love to give to his cause that he's doing in that Willis area. But he'd already give the website before I realized he was giving it, and I missed it. Can someone give me that?
Was he in Montgomery?
Yeah.
And told the story about the couple in Humboldt?
Yeah.
The one that Bill, that he wanted Bill to have his name, right?
He was a lawyer, and he was going to cut his throat.
He's on right now. He's on right now. So I'm going to unmute him, and I'm going to keep you unmuted, and he's going to tell you, okay? So hang tight. Ron, hi. So
Hey,
you're the man of the hour, darling. So give the website again. And you're going to post it, I think, or I don't know, somebody's going to help you do that. But go ahead and give her that information.
Okay. Ma'am, just real quick, when was your daughter murdered?
Well, I'm sure you'll remember this, the Lisa Jackson case in 1979.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
That's my daughter.
Oh, Lord, I am so sorry.
You know, the Lord has healed me. He's taken me, and He's kept me. He's kept my children, my other 2 children that I had. And I can talk about it at times. Sometimes I can't, but the Lord has really, He just took, I've had a different life than I would have had. But I'm stronger in the Lord because of it. I never want no one to go through that. But if you have to go through it, you can't go through it without God. That's all I can say.
You're absolutely correct, and no parent should ever bury a child.
No.
I have seen more death in my life than I ever want to see, including the time I was in the military for 6 years. And, but, you know, there's billions of people in the world, and everybody's different. And
that's right.
We have to go through some things that only God knows what's in front of us for. Yes, I would like to speak with you further on this. Blondie, if you will do me a favor, if you will take her number down and then call me later on with her number. There's a lot of questions I want to ask. She has never been found. Is that correct?
No, sir, she
Is
hasn't.
that okay, ma'am? Is that okay for me to give him your number? Okay.
I'll need to know his name and sort of what area code, because I don't just answer everybody, but I will for the next.
I'm in the 936 area code. Okay.
Okay.
And are you in the forum? Are you in the forum, ma'am?
Yes,
April 123 is me.
If you PM me,
and I'm renegading the forum. Ma'am, could you answer Bodie, please?
This, sir?
No, this is Blondie. Are you
Blondie.
able to PM? Yeah. Can you Ron? And here, you know, I thought we had a thing going, and you don't even recognize my voice. Jeez.
Oh yes, honey, I do. I'm so sorry.
Okay, ma'am.
That's my baby.
Can you
PM Blondie?
If you would, I wish you'd do it like you wanted to. Contact him and let him contact me if you would.
I can do that too.
Okay.
I just didn't want to give his name over this line with all these callers.
No, you don't need to do that.
Okay. Just make sure that you take that call.
I will. I'll take that call.
Yes, ma'am, and I certainly will get back with you. And once again, I am so sorry for your loss. And if we can shed any light on this, I'm going to need the names of the investigators, the law enforcement agency, and other things like that to start off with.
Well, I'm not really, I'm not really going to try to get you to do anything with her case. That's not my intent. My intent is to help other parents at this time.
Yes, ma'am. I can certainly help you doing that also. But
I've turned mine over to the Lord, and I don't know that I even want to go there at all.
Yeah. And you know what, guys? We have several other callers. You guys, we're going to get you together here real soon, and you can kind of go through that if that's okay.
That'd be fine with me.
That'll be perfect, Blondie. Because, ma'am, I don't like to leave anyone behind.
I know, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to mute you out, and then Ron, you'll be hearing from me. You lucky boy.
Okay, honey. Okay, great.
All right.
That sounds. And Blondie, call me anytime. You got my number.
I will. All
Thank
right.
you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so now we're going to go to Houston 713. 713, go ahead.
Good evening. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Look, first of all, I want to thank both of you, Blondie and Bodie, for a great job that you've been doing. And I've been out of pocket for about 4 days, and I went to my laptop to go to the chat room, and for some reason the chat room, I can't get in there.
We closed it for this call because too many people were typing over, so it'll be open as soon as we hang up.
I thought so. Well, this is a stunning one on the board.
Oh, okay, stunning one. I get it.
That's my horse's name, Stunning One.
Okay.
And I just want to give you a little bit of the history of how I got involved. I worked for the military in Iraq about 8 years ago, and they had talked about dropping the 3 zeros. Even all the natives were talking about it. The Iraqis. And then I went to work in Afghanistan, and they're also talking about revaluing. I've been back for 2 years now, and changes are happening in both countries. For instance, in Afghanistan, you cannot get any dollars to spend at the commissary. They're giving you Afghani money simply because they want the country to fall back on their own currency and take the dollar out of there. So that's where I've been. I've been involved. I've listened to a lot of calls. Back when I was in Iraq, I used to listen to Wing Wang. The big call I've heard, Bruce, and so many of them. But this is a spot that I want to be in with you guys because you do such a great job. There's a lot of spirit involved in this, which is something that we all need, spiritual uplifting. And one last word I want to say is it's there. Don't look so hard for it. It will come to you.
Well, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it. Thanks for listening.
And thank you. God bless you.
You too. Bye-bye. Okay, now we're going to Michigan, 269.
Hello, Blondie.
Hello.
You the other night you hung up on me. You mentioned Kellogg's, and I was impressed that you knew that about my area code. So, anyways,
it was Fat Fingers, and it was Fat Fingers, and you can attribute that to Kellogg's. All of that sugar cereal I ate when I was young.
Flakes, right? The Frosted Flakes did it.
Sorry about that.
Hey, no problem. First of all, thank you. And, Bodie, I've been on the call once or twice before, but I've never said thank you to you, so I apologize, and thank you so much. By the way, this is Chipster on the board, and I want to also thank Martha, Black Eyed Pea, Tank, and all I wanted to say is I just thank you to all of you as well, but I wanted to echo the previous callers, I think it was 2 or 3 callers ago, about Joseph, and thank him. He kind of was a game changer for the whole equation. And if he's out there this evening listening, I'd love to hear him, maybe a little Intel sit rep. So that is all I have to say. thanks again, and we'll see you on the boards.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Okay. 817.
Is that me?
That's you.
Yeah, well, I'm known as a colonel. I've got my own little call, but I've been listening to you folks. And I just wanted to make a comment about this call and one earlier today. They were talking bad-mouthing Joseph. And I just wanted to tell people that this man is the most spiritual person I've heard on any of these calls. I've been asked a lot of times over my life. I'm just an old cowboy from Oklahoma and Texas. And I've always told him I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. And actually, when Joseph was speaking and the way he spoke, it actually made chills come up my back. And I'm not that kind of guy. So this man is a great spiritual leader, and I can't imagine anybody saying anything derogatory about him. And I hope those that are saying anything derogatory about him are hearing this and will shut up.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I was on a couple calls. But I might have dozed off. I didn't hear negative stuff about Joseph.
Well, no, some of the moderators on this call and some other calls are saying that they bad-mouthing Joseph because they think he's a plant and all that stuff. One of them was on Jerry McGuire's call earlier today. He said that there were people saying that Joseph was a plant and stuff, and he was taking up on it, of course. And I just can't imagine anybody that's got a brain one would say that. And I just wanted to take up for Joseph because that's one man out of all the people that I've heard over the many years I've been involved in this that I want to meet someday.
Well, thank you, and I'm sure that he appreciates that. And if he's a plant, I hope they're giving him good water and good nourishment.
Well, if he's a plant, he is from God.
And may he grow because his info has been very, very, very uplifting.
Oh, it's been spot on. It just woke up hundreds of thousands of us.
Thank you for coming on,
agree with you more.
Bonnie, I'm back in.
Yes. Oh,
Thank
wonderful.
Thank you for coming on Air Texas. Appreciate it. We'll go ahead and release you. Sonny, I just want to let you know that I met your granddaughter, delightful young lady. And let's go to, let's see, we're going to wrap this up in just a second, but I want to go to the Big Buddha, I believe this is. Is that you?
Oh, wow, you're psychic. That's amazing.
How are you?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we hear you fine.
I'm doing just fine. It looks like we're finally at the end of the road here. And
looks that way.
With that, I'd like to thank everybody on the board, all the moderators, and the community itself as well. I've had a chance to make a lot of really good friends, and make some connections that, I believe will be lasting connections and possible projects going forward. But I wanted to just show my gratitude and appreciation for everybody that is in this community. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming in and being with us. We appreciate it. So let's see. We've got, let me turn this off and we'll go ahead and click that. And we're going to go ahead and wrap this up now. I want to thank everybody for coming in there and look forward to visiting with you. I have turned the chat room back on, so you're welcome to go back in there and say hey to everybody. In the meantime, and as Ray said, and in between time, have a great evening. Look forward to seeing you again, and but after you have gone to the bank. Take care. Bodie, Sonny, couldn't have done it without you. And, of course, Blondie, outstanding. We really appreciate you. So have a great evening, folks, and we're going to call this a night and wrap this call up.
Thanks, admin. Good night. Let's wake up to our blessing.
Yes, that would be nice.
The conference is now completed. Goodbye.